All right, has anyone noticed this trend among some of our government experts lately? It starts off with them telling you a thing. If you question the thing, you will be mocked, ridiculed, and potentially censored. It then turns out later that the thing that they told you wasn't quite as true as they promised you it would be. And when you point this out, they revert to telling you that, well, they never told you the thing that they told you. And then when you show them incontrovertible proof that they did in fact tell you the thing that they told you, they just suggest that you should be mocked, ridiculed, and potentially censored. I can't imagine why we don't trust these guys.
If you're so confused and disoriented that you don't know where you are or where you're going, there are predators of the spirit who are much worse than snakes that are waiting in wait for you. And the probability that you'll move from aimless, hopeless, joyless anxiety to nihilism, corrosive bitterness, and genocidal fantasy in the fundamental extreme is very high. And so that's possession by a predator of the spirit in the desert of the soul. And that's real.
Honey, someone's coming to the house. Someone's coming to the house. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
Who are you calling Pops? I'm gonna call Pops.
We're recording you.
No. It's okay. I'm just your neighbor. Coming by to say howdy.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, we're not used to people stopping by to say howdy without assaulting us first, robbing us, or defecating on our lawn.
Sometimes all three.
The trifecta. We're from Los Angeles.
Just moved to Texas.
I figured.
Oh, the California plates?
Well, yeah, and the masks. Inside your own house. No one else around. 2022.
We just want to be extra safe.
We feel naked without masks.
We'll probably wear them for the rest of our lives.
We'll be buried in them.
Okay. Well, you seem like a lovely couple. Like I said, I just wanted to drop by and welcome you to the neighborhood.
Why? Do you want something?
Oh, no. They're, I think he's being friendly. People around here are friendly. Like we've seen in the movies, right?
I thought that was just make-believe, like superheroes or families that go to church.
No. That's a myth. This is real life.
So, I live in that house over yonder. Name's Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. I'm Tiffany. She, her.
And I'm Steve. He, him.
What are your pronouns?
I don't believe in pronouns. I think they're reductive. In fact, just your asking about it is a microaggression.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. I'm just messing with you. I like all pronouns. My favorite is you.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Exactly. So, if you need anything, just holler. My wife and I'd be happy to help.
Baby, he has a gun.
I'm calling the cops.
I'm recording you.
No.
Recording
It's
you.
okay.
Good morning. I'm here to give you an update on the FBI's investigation of Secretary Clinton. What I want to do is tell you what we're recommending. But first, let me tell you what we found. 110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined to contain classified information.
What difference at this point does it make?
8 of those chains are top secret. 36 of those chains secret. And 8 contain confidential information.
What difference at this point does it make?
Everything I did was admitted. There was no law, no regulation.
Secretary Clinton should have known that an unclassified system was no place for that conversation.
I did not email any classified material to anyone on my email.
None of these emails should have been on any kind of unclassified system, not even Gmail.
Well, first of all, nothing was marked classified.
To the contrary,
Nothing was marked classified.
there is evidence, a
Nothing
tremendous
was
amount,
marked, nothing was
tremendous
marked
amount.
classified.
Now let me tell you what we found.
Oh my gosh.
110 emails.
It was not the best choice.
52 email chains.
It was a mistake.
Have been determined to contain classified information.
What difference at this point does it
8
make?
of those chains are top secret.
Was it the best choice?
36 of those chains
I said it was a mistake.
8 contain confidential information.
What difference at this point does it
With
make?
respect to our recommendation, this is going to be an unusual statement in at least a couple of ways. Although there is evidence, our judgment is that no reasonable prosecutor would bring such a case. I know there will be intense public debate. I know there will be intense public debate. I know there will be intense public debate. Public debate. What difference at this point does it make? 110 emails.
It wasn't the best choice.
52 email chains.
I made a mistake.
Have been determined to contain classified information.
What difference at this point does it make?
8 of those chains are
It was not a good choice.
6 of those chains
I said it was a mistake.
and 8 contain confidential information.
What difference at this point does it make?
Hey y'all, what's up? How's everybody doing? Link's out there. Anybody wants to jump up? It's open. A little early in the day and didn't let anybody know anything, and I've just been digging around. I haven't looked at anything since we went out of town. Get tired of looking at it. You kind of get tired of talking to deaf ears. How's everybody doing out there? Let's see. Hey Clay. Hey Jody. Hey Vicky. Hey Ben. Let's see. Hey Deanna. Let's see. Hey Huck. Hey Deb. Sharon. Hey Frank. Hey Stan. Hey Bonnie. Let's see. I think that's it. Hey everybody else that's out there not talking. Yeah, Jody, I got it all chopped off. Got tired of it. Tired of sticking to my face. We were out on vacation. I got it cut. Liked it up there in Hot Springs. Yeah, if you still wake, any day you wake up and you're still on the ground, that's a good day. Yeah, it was amazing. I liked it up there. A lot of people. Hey, Mitch. Let's see. I got a couple pictures. I didn't have any videos. That. Block of candy they found floating in Florida. Nice little sticker on it, huh? I guess Hunter dropped his stash. Somebody don't like that going on over there. He understands what it's about. Yeah, the new thing that's coming around, how can you work on something that's not even existing yet and coming up with a way to help with it? Unless you're doing something to create it. Yeah, I liked it. I should have made more of them, but I regret it now. I should have went in that tower with Vicky. She wanted to go up, but it wouldn't go up without me. Hey, Jerry. Yeah, I've been digging around, looking at I don't know if any of you guys look at Sean Ryan stuff. He's got a lot of free interviews and different things like that, talking about different things, anyway from aliens to whatever. It's a pretty good show. Yeah, and there ain't nothing left. I get out of the shower and dry my hair and it's standing straight up because it's gone. I liked it. As soon as I got up, though, my neck's been cold now. It's everything I do outside. It's like instant sunburn, feels like. I don't have my shade to cover up a redneck now. Yeah, it had an elevator and a stairway, but a couple of people coming down said the elevator was kind of janky. Yeah, that the claustrophobia thing with heights, that would have been really good together. Yeah, Bonnie, you might want to take a look at him. Here, I'll put his link out there to his stuff. I don't know how many of you guys watch Sean Ryan, but he's got like 1.8 million subs, so he's a pretty substantial channel. Any of you guys doing a whole lot? Hey, Walter. Yeah, pretty much. There's, like I say, there's some reason why they got so much of that area in the South Pole wrapped up, blocked off. Government stuff all around it. Russia and us both all for years have been like tug of war over it. And I can't remember the name of that admiral, but he had that story. Yeah, Admiral Byrd. Supposedly he went down in there in a plane or something. Yeah, I don't know how many videos he's got. And let's see, it says 317 videos just on the video stuff. And I think he's got a lot of live stuff too. Yeah. Well, not a lot, 6. Tons of shorts, which we all need to have shorts if you're going to have a channel. Yep. Yeah, Jody, Adam Byrd, something. I was watching, speaking of wasp nest stands, I was watching this guy do a video the other day, and they're putting a cup with some gas in it over the, hurry up, put it over wasp nests and watch them fly around and fall in the bottom, hit the gas. Yeah, I had a video, Bonnie, about that. It said that our governor is putting buoys out there, the connected ones, something to do with saw blades on it. I was watching it, and I didn't know if it's real or not. Hey, FSB. So I don't know how true if they're putting them, I guess you call them buoys or something, that look like skill saw blades in between them or something, but that could be some made up crap. Yeah, because they're almost to payday. And then now they're saying a lot of them, when they get up here, all the stuff they're promised when they put them in cities, there's not stuff there for them, or they're overbooked, or too many people, or so they're just shoving them into an area, overwhelming them, getting up here on hopes and stuff. And that, I guess they're figuring maybe they'll turn crazed and start crap. Hey, Bush. The link's out there. Anybody wants to come up, I'll drop it again. Yorga said he'd be here. Bonnie's busy. Anybody else feel like to come up, or you don't have to come on cam, just let me make sure it's you. I've been out of touch with it so long. Get to looking at some of the old places where I looked at information, and a lot of stuff passed. Yeah, Brad, I got it all chopped off 2 weekends ago. We were in Hot Springs. I had a cold chill the whole time we were up there, with that mountain air being cooler up there, plus the hair gone. And we were out wandered around that day for about an hour after I got it cut off. I think I got a little bit of a sunburn, kind of a tan, and it was, from then on, it was cold, like somebody rubbing ice on it. Yeah, I thought about it, Bush, but the old lady's like, let me tell her how I want you to cut it, because I'll go get it cut on a 1 or a 0, and I leave the beard on. And she said last time I looked like I just got out of prison, or it looked like I was a skinhead. Yeah, FSB too hot for long hair. I'll tell you that. I get out there and work on something, lean down, stand up, sticks to my face, and gets knotted up in my beard. Hey, Walter, see, Massachusetts declared a state of emergency because of the illegal. Hell, I don't know how big the property area is. I think Massachusetts is like the size of Dallas, Fort Worth, and the surrounding area. Mine normally grows fast, Bush. There's so much information coming out, and I'm not sure on what's truth and what's a distraction. It's like they overwhelm you, and then people look the opposite way. Let's see if any of that on there, if I can find them skill saw blade things that they were showing on the buoys. I was gonna save it, and I was like, yeah, it looks like bull, but there you go. Bill Gates funded research into genetically engineered cattle ticks. Now 450,000 Americans have red meat allergies from alpha-gal syndrome caused by tick bites. Can't get them with pokies, get them with allergies, make them allergic to everything, and everybody drop from whatever. Where I was looking when I saw that. Let's see. People standing in the rain in New Hampshire 4 hours now waiting on to see Trump's speech. That's not it. Stuff like that I should grab. I think it's full, so I move on. So with everybody's crops, their stuff they're growing got beat down. Mine, I'm struggling with it. And to get a couple things finally come through, but it's not a whole lot of tomatoes. The tomatoes are small. Got one cucumber and fighting. I don't know what it is. They're killing off the stuff. And then you add the drought to it and the heat. My lemon trees are growing like wild, though. I got one of them's like 3 feet tall now. Let's see. I don't know where I saw it, what I did with it. Yeah, well, maybe another time. Nope, Trump isn't a savior. He's just somebody else. Your okra and potatoes are going. I didn't put okra in this year. I got bell pepper plants coming up there. They're coming along good, but they ain't produced anything yet. Yeah, I saw that. A lot of people burned, Bonnie, and people with smoke inhalation, heat exposure. That's what they're going to try to pull here, I imagine, next. Everywhere all over Texas. We just went into a burn ban. Yeah, that was that tick was Bill Gates crap. Hey, Barry. Hey, Jen, Alfred Kingdom. Yeah, everybody, put your prayers out to Jen's cousin. They live in Hawaii and dealing with all that fire and stuff. Stage 6 water conservation. Yeah, I see where a lot of them now, these people in the left cities, got all these issues going on from the people they voted in and what everybody's telling them around there. You voted for it, you asked for it, deal with it. That's what you wanted. Mullins, the only thing left. I'm about tired of struggling with the cucumbers. It's them little orange knit looking things that are up under the leaves. I thought they were eggs at first, but they're not. It's got that stickiness from it. We got one cucumber off that plant. I'm probably fixing to pull it and burn it. Yeah, drop the temperature and smoke everybody out. I'm fixing to pull in bell peppers and transplant them. I got them in one of them tubs. I got 6 of them along the edge of the tub. I got a kiddie pool out there. Instead of just trying to even start a raised bed and transplant them to, I'm just going to transplant them in that kiddie pool. If I don't, they're going to get overgrown together. And though they've been in there forever, it's just they haven't been growing a lot. They're starting to bud out. So maybe I'll get some bell pepper. I'd be happy to get a crop of enough bell peppers and make a big batch of stuffed pepper. My lemon trees out there, though, that's crazy. Some of them got, the big one has a couple of thorns on it, look like 1.5 inches long. That's a lot of my problem. Is mine are sitting on the edge of porch stands. I've got everything in pots, raised stuff in big tubs and whatever around the edge of the porch, so it doesn't get out there and get exposed to that stuff falling from the sky on it, and probably somewhat help with the sun beating down, where they get sun in the morning up till 11, 12 o'clock, and I moved some the lemon trees in one of my squash tubs out there on the west side or east side of the house, so it gets morning sun. That's good. Love bell peppers. I make a lot of either bell pepper stuffed cabbage, what do they call it, soup, basically, where you cut everything up. Instead of rolling them up, you cut the peppers or the cabbage up, put the hamburger and the tomato and all that stuff in it to make it, but it's kind of more of a casserole. They fine. Yep. Everything used to burn off and take care of itself, kill the bugs out, kill the disease out. But a lot of this is self-created too. I remember farmers would burn off their fields and grasses and hay fields and stuff, even as far back as just the 80s, it's that 90s. Yeah, God watch over Dee on her ride home. It's crazy out there on them roads. Yeah, lightning would do it. Just heat would start fires. And the problems they have is they got so many people all up, like in California, all up and through the trees and all that stuff growing around there. And instead of maintaining the brush and stuff, it piles up and all them houses around, and it's just like a tinderbox where the stuff would naturally blow off or water would run off. They've changed the environment so drainage isn't right, the natural airflow doesn't flow right. Talking about bell peppers making me want cabbage rolls now. I was watching a Oriental guy making his version of stuffed peppers, and he was taking jalapenos to entertain some certain ones that don't like the way I say it. And they cut the big ones in half, seed them out, and make a extra spicy, not hot, spicy meatloaf filling and put in them, and then flip them upside down with the pepper pointed up, put some tomato sauce on them and cover it with a skillet lid, cook them that way, and make stuffed peppers that way using hotter peppers. Yeah, Bonnie, I've heard something about it. Vicky brought it up. It's kind of wishful thinking, but maybe it would fit right in. If we do, it'll kind of kick their theory on climate control and all that, because let's see if I got anything up here. Link out again. I'll drop it if anybody wants to come up. Not if I can't find anything to entertain everybody. I might cut it short here in a minute because I didn't have anything planned just other than hell, I'll go on. Here it is. Here's that video I was telling you guys about. Gave up on it, it showed up.
Yeah, somebody went through a lot of ridiculous effort to design these things. Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of short. Hey, Dorinda. Hey, D-Dog. All right, dude, if I'm still here, you're welcome to come up anytime. Yeah, I need to get up and cut some more in my yard. I cut some the other day. It's just, I should have done it, a lot of it yesterday when it was cooler, but I thought it was going to rain. Maybe I'd have made it rain if I'd have got out there. Biggie goes, I need to go out there and wash my car. As soon as I wash my car, it'll start raining. Let's see, any more to that on here. Calling it, Bonnie, the Texas Buoy Saw Massacre. guess they claim that they found dead people on it. Let's see. Hey, Blaine. Yeah, I figured some would like that thumbnail. Most probably. Here you go, Bonnie, if you're watching. They said they're going to make that the new flag. Replace the star with a saw blade. And then Rio Grande come and swim it. Not funny, but it is. I don't think I have any videos y'all haven't saw before. Let me see what this video is, and I'll maybe put it up. Hold on a second. Got one in there but I couldn't play. It's one that we were talking about Admiral Byrd. So let's see. I'll play that and see about this other one.
School will never teach you this. Humanity's deepest secrets lie beneath the ice. The elites know this and want it kept hidden. Isn't it strange how 52 nations came together to enforce travel restrictions on Antarctica when we can't agree on anything? Admiral Richard E. Byrd led Operation High Jump, a 4,000-man military expedition to Antarctica. His diary mentions an entrance to a different world, extraterrestrial technologies, green forests, and giant mammals. Unexplainable architecture and fossils have been brought to light. According to legend, a mythic land beyond the poles exists. Certain German military personnel were obsessed with the continent. Topographical scans of Antarctica all have a place where data is missing. Why did Buzz delete this tweet?
Doesn't go into details, but it's some stuff. Can't find that other one, what it's about. Take a stab at it and see what happens. If it gets bad, I'll kill it. Hey, dude.
What's happening, Chuck?
What you been up to?
6 foot.
Just that? You shrinking or gaining?
I don't know, pretty stagnant. I haven't grown much. I haven't shrunk much, so that's where it is.
They say the older we get, the gains show up in our ass. So
Yeah.
did your garden do all right this year? Well, you guys don't have all this damn hot weather like we got down here, though, either, do you?
We had I don't know, 3 weeks or so of no rain and high 80s, low 90s. That takes like your peppers and your beans, and well, it kills your peas, but your beans stop producing and stop growing for that.
Yeah, I'm saying a lot of things, once it gets over, what, 80, 85, they just shut down.
They kind of go dormant for the heat.
Anything interesting been going on?
Let's see. Sunday was my daughter's graduation party.
They behave?
Yeah, they're kids. If they didn't act up, I'd be worried.
As long as they don't do like we did, huh?
Well, the reason they don't do what we did is because we didn't have cell phone cameras.
Yeah, no evidence, huh?
Right.
But I know somewhere out there's probably spooled of film that's got stuff that a lot of people don't want to see.
Yeah, whenever I go to a garbage sale and I see a camera with film in it, I always buy the camera just to develop the film.
See what it is.
Yeah, every now and then it's some fucked up shit.
Hey, Ronan.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. I was outside, went to smoke right before it went live, and I was like, shit, I put that cigarette out, went in the house. I was like, yeah, fuck this. It ain't worth a cigarette.
Too hot?
Hell yeah.
No, it's not
I
that
don't know
bad
what
up by me.
It was in the 80s yesterday, and people were bitching about being hot. I'm like, why? It's like 20 degrees cooler than it has been in the last month. It says 103.
Oh, that's too much. That's way too much. It's about 80 around here. Not bad at all. It's supposed to get rainy. We got like a flash flood warning.
I don't know what Bonnie has there.
What state are you in, Ronan?
I'm on Ohio.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It ain't too bad.
Well, your governor's as much of an idiot as mine. I'm in Michigan.
Yeah, none of them are impressive at all. They all suck. They're all the same.
Yep.
Ours is kind of a Poindexter, you know, a little extra special Poindexter, but I'm still, you know, living my life. Got my chickens going. I put my chicken cam up. Got two of the runs, so they're going to be in and out, enjoying life until it rains. They're going to come back in underneath the coop there.
Yeah, I'm glad chicken. Now I'd be having hard-boiled eggs they'd be laying.
I wonder how that is. If they just start hatching, they don't even have to sit on the eggs. Just a bunch of chicks pop up everywhere.
It wouldn't take a whole lot of attention, would it? Yeah, I just looked down there where Bonnie's at in her area, sort of. It's the same temperature there, 103.
That's too hot to even do anything. I mean, it's hot out here. I was out weed whipping and sweating, but it's easily doable. 103, yeah, you can't really do much anything. Stay in the shade.
Yeah, I was out there earlier spraying off, cleaning shit with the hose and spraying the plants some and giving them a mist of air. And that was 6 hours ago. I said a little while ago. Spraying the grass out here. It was high when I finally got the mower cut and started cutting. And half of it just burned off. It wouldn't take much of a cigarette or something out there to start the yard on fire.
But that's quicker and easier than cutting it, Chuck.
Yeah. Good way to get to know the fire department too.
It's one way to do it.
Get the hose out there and border about 2 foot away from the house and light it up.
I'm about ready to cut my second crop of yard hay. I think maybe Monday we're supposed to have a dry spell for about a week.
Yeah, they had a storm yesterday. It was coming down through, it was up north, and it came down and hit Oklahoma. But once it hit about midway, instead of going south, it shot east. Went through Oklahoma into Arkansas and just passed us up. I think they got some up in North Texas or Paris, Texas and shit like that, but it never made it this far down. We got 30 seconds of raindrops that you probably couldn't get a 1 foot yardstick, connect them together with it, or a 1 foot ruler. They're about that far apart all over the tin and the roofs and the hood. I hadn't paid attention to chat in a minute. Hey, Steele. Hey, Paula. Auntie.
So did your tomatoes survive that heat, Chuck?
They're still out there. They're not. I got one lone tomato on it. They're called the Early Girls.
Okay.
And them suckers didn't handle it. I think Early Girl's supposed to be bigger than that, big around, ain't it? I thought they were like an in-between size tomato. And there's still somewhat, there's flowers on them. They're blooming, but I haven't seen many bees in the past couple days. So.
Yeah.
Started to do like Dad used to. He'd go out there with a Q-tip and just start poking flowers.
Yeah, well, you can also get those real cheap little kid electric toothbrushes that just have batteries in them instead of rechargeable.
Yeah.
And hit all the blossoms with that. It does a really good job.
What, it just shakes the pollen loose and makes them...
Yeah, you just go from bud to bud to bud.
Is it with the toothbrush end or without?
With the toothbrush end.
All right. And then I remember Dad had some kind of stuff that looked like the portable suntan oil spray bottle. It was small. He'd hit them blossom boost or something like that. It was called.
Right. Yeah, that blossom boost is a real low grade plant hormone.
Yeah, I told him, I made him feel bad after I went out there and messed with him. I was probably 15, 16 years old. I said, you know, you're masturbating the plants is all you're doing. He didn't like that shit at all.
So what's that toothbrush device called?
That's dildo in it, huh?
Yeah.
He just looked up at me and said, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like squash plant, if I don't see very many bees and I'm just starting to get my female buds, I'll take the toothbrush to those.
Yeah, I got a couple straight neck, a couple of crook neck, and I've been fighting them damn little bitty yellow things up under the bottom of the leaves. I don't know what those are. If those are the nits or whatever they call them, or
What, aphids?
aphids. Is that aphids? Them little yellow dots. I mean, like some of them leaves will be covered in them.
Yeah. Well, they could be yellow. They could be black, white, kind of a gray. Do you have a lot of ants around?
There's some I've seen around, but I don't know if they're up around the board.
Right. Well, aphids and ants work together because the aphid doesn't have the energy and the ability to climb plants. It kind of relies on a ant to put it where it wants it.
Huh.
Yeah, they tear things up when they do that. I had a battle with the aphids and the ants. Ultimately, what worked best for me was diatomaceous earth. Put it all, they're on my fruit trees and my berry bushes. So all around the bottom, pretty much, I painted the bottom bark of the tree white with that stuff pretty much, and it really gave them a second chance to come back. The new leaves don't have a bunch of holes in them. It's starting to turn around, but tried that oil, neem oil. I didn't have the best of luck with it, but diatomaceous earth seemed to work the best. Could be a area thing too. It might just be too humid around here. I don't know why that neem oil didn't do any much.
Yeah, I found that that powdered earth stuff that you're talking about works really good for controlling slugs.
They say any of the slugs and stuff like any kind of a beetle and bugs, and they got legs, it gets in the cracks. I guess it causes it's like glass to them.
Right. Yeah, but for ants, I take 1 part borax to 2 parts sugar, make a paste and make a little ant trap, and I just set it right near the hives. The ant hills?
Yeah.
And they do really good.
I got some of that Tempo that it's supposed to be safe around humans, safe around pets, but hell, the damn bug spray guy, I can't remember his damn name now, what they call him, pest control. Anyway, that's one of the things they use, and I can get it at the co-op. Now Tractor Supply has it. What I'll do is I'll mix the thing of it up, and I'll just walk out there and stick the wand of the sprayer down in there, and I'll spray a bunch of it, and they'll come to it, collect. The next thing, they start carrying the bodies off. The next thing, you come back the next day, and the whole top of it look like coffee grounds where they're carrying their dead out and dying with them.
Yeah. That's kind of like the thing with the borax and stuff. You want to make it thick enough that they take it back to the hive, and then if it gets fed to the queen, kills the queen, the hive usually ends up dying shortly after.
Yeah, doesn't it make them pop or something? Or...
don't care as long as it works.
Yep. I've heard it doing that. I think that's what that roach-proof stuff in the can used to be just borax. Neem is for borers. Diatomaceous earth is for microscopic razor-sharp skeletons of sea life. It dries ants out from the inside. See you, Eric. Good night. Wow, 82 to 67. I'd love it if the temperature dropped like that around here. But that happened, it'd probably kick up tornadoes.
So it's like around me. It's nice at night. I open up all the windows, cools the house down. In the morning, I close the windows. It stays cool till about 2, 3 o'clock.
Vicky came in at 7 o'clock this morning, and it was 85, and she goes, "It feels pretty good out here." I said, "Not compared to being in that air-conditioned room in the house." I guess Walmart, where they're working, whatever, because the Walmart main office is up in Arkansas, and all their air conditioner settings are set to them, and all the air conditioner gets turned up so it gets hot in them stores after 11 o'clock, I guess, because no customers are in them. I think she said they set the temperature to like 80 degrees. I'm like, hell, I'd be one of the ones begging to be in the putting milk up or something in. Hey, Yorga. So what your any of your crops done for the year?
Let's see. My peas, I ripped them out of the ground. I planted fresh yesterday.
They said something. There's a bunch of August crops we could be putting out now and making out because of this heat. But I don't know anything that I'd want to try to plant when it's 103 degrees out there.
Let's see.
Heat-resistant tomatoes, maybe, but it's too late probably for tomatoes.
Well, do you actually have a first frost date?
Yeah, if it is, it's somewhere close to Christmas, between Christmas and Thanksgiving. So.
Well, you have plenty of time to do, well, most of your tomatoes and stuff. Well, bush tomatoes, because you usually get a yield off them in 60 to 75 days.
What, 95 days? Usually that's when the crop's done on them, ain't it? Almost 100 days, they're about done for the year.
Well, the bush tomatoes, because they all come in at once.
Right, they looks, because I know Lowe's out here still has them. The guy bitching the other day about them, and like you wouldn't have to water them as bad if you guys had put partial shade out here.
Now, tomato seeds will last, 40, 50, 60 years.
Yeah, I got some down here, bunches of them. I guess I can do this. I got things out there from last year to start from seed. This year I just bought plants, being lazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you keep the ground moist, they'll take off and sprout pretty quick. Just as soon as they start coming up, about 1 inch, 2 inches tall.
Yeah.
Get rid of the extras, because I usually plant 2 or 3 at a time whenever I'm doing out of, from seed straight in the ground.
Get rid of the shitty looking one.
Right, and then I mulch the crap out of it so I don't have a bunch of garbage getting blown back on the plant from the earth.
Let's see what I got in here. I got 2 big. Hell, I got cilantro. I didn't even know I had it.
Yeah, that's cold weather crop.
Cilantro, chive, basil. I didn't realize I had all this shit. That must be when I went up there and they were closing out seed for the year, and he said, grab handfuls of what you want for $1. Grab 2 handfuls, set them up there, back, grab 2 more handfuls. All burpee shit. I don't know whether they're any good anymore. Burpee used to be decent seed.
Well, okay, the seeds you buy at the store, even at the co-op and stuff, none of it is GMO. It's all straight seed. If it's hybrid, it's marked hybrid. And hybrid is nothing but 2 heirlooms that have been cross-pollinated. That's all that is. And then you have the other seeds that they're trying to get into being heirloom seeds. It's the same seed they've been running for 20, 30, 40 years. And then you have your heirloom seed. The only way to get GMO seeds is to sign a contract, and you don't own the seed, which means you can't save any seed from it.
And GMO shit usually is the shitty stuff anyway, ain't it?
Well, like up here, if you go around and you see a cornfield where all the grass is, or all the corn is 4 or 5 feet tall.
Yeah, that's GMO.
That's huge GMO. Plus, all it's good for, well, you can't even really feed cattle off of it, but it decent for making biofuels and shit like that.
You can always make corn liquor biofuel. Let's see, I got beefsteak and them purple grape tomatoes. Let's see. Got some San Marzanos. I think it's too hot for them here, huh?
Those purple grape tomatoes are really good. I like them.
Well, all I grow are paste tomatoes. I don't grow any slicers at all.
Yeah, San Marzano, I think them are paste and sauce tomatoes. That might be a good one. I don't know what the heat in Italy's like.
Well, I grow a lot of Amish paste, and those tomatoes get to about the size of a softball before they turn red.
Yeah, those are the ones like Mom and Dad like. Didn't care if the skin was tough on them. That's like one slice makes a sandwich.
Yeah, well, these things are almost all meat. They don't have very much seed or water in them.
I bet they'd make some hella fried green tomatoes on.
I don't know. At the end of the season, I usually make green tomato relish.
That's good. I like tomato relish. They got it here. They call it something chow chow or something like that. It's got, you make it like sweet pickles, but it's got tomatoes in it instead of cucumbers.
Right.
I try these San Marzanos. I think they're a bush tomato too. So beefsteak are a vine tomato, aren't they?
I don't know. I don't deal much with burpee stuff anymore. There's a lot of stuff I have that I ended up getting handed to me that I have no idea
what it is, what it come out to do.
Well, I know what it comes out to do because I keep saving seed from it. Like the white onions I have no idea what strain it is or anything. And on the blossom of a white onion, the little pustules that usually holds 3 seeds, I get between 5 and 6 seeds out of each of those, so I have no idea what the hell's up with this.
Crossbred become a high seeder and shit. Well, shit, what the hell? Something was open and it dumped everywhere.
Yeah, like I just got done putting in my another crop of bush beans, peas, finished planting all my rutabagas.
Yeah, these look like green peas that I just spilled. I don't know what's open. Let's see. Super snappy snap peas.
Yeah, those are what 50 day, 55 day.
Let's see. $65.
Hey, you got more than enough time to run those.
Yeah, probably want to keep them on the east side somewhere where it gets shade through the part of the day or most of it, huh?
Yeah.
Which, granted, we only have 2 or 3 more weeks, and it should start cooling down. But
yeah, maybe you should wait until you start hitting the 90s instead of the 100s.
Yeah.
Now, as far as beans and peas, any of the legumes, if you get a average temperature of under 90, they do really good.
So I could probably start the seedlings now, but just don't put nothing where it's going to be out in the direct sun. I got a bunch of little individual seed grow things, and little, looks like super egg carton looking things. Grow time on these are 80 day to harvest on the San Marzano. And the beefsteak are 55 to 60.
Yep. That date is after germination. So after it pops out of the ground, that's when you start that count.
So I had a week to 2 weeks usually. Just depends on how fast they bust out. Some things take forever, it seems like.
Yeah. But a good thing to do with tomatoes, if you're going to start in the ground, plant them close to where you want them finally. And then when they get to be about a foot tall, dig them up and then dig a hole a lot deeper. And then you take off everything except for the three spindles of the sun leaves. And then you bury it up almost to that.
Yeah, to give you a hell of a vine, which gives it structure and strength, don't it?
Yep.
That's kind of like with the little fruit trees that one of the guys was telling me about it. He said, when you grow it, whatever you got it growing in, before you transplant it, wait till you start to see that brown line come up where it looks like bark sort of on them. He said, once that comes, you cover that in dirt when you transplant it. He said, that'll make your tree have a better tap root. I don't know how true that is, but it sounds like the same thing.
Well, it'll have a better tap root, and the upper roots, instead of just covering, just below the ground level, they'll actually be about 4 to 6 inches lower. So they'll handle a lot more wind.
Yeah, and they'll keep growing that away and out. Hey, Joe. Let's see, anybody else come in? Yeah, Romex tomatoes are good. They're a sauce tomato too. Guys, it's been an hour. I guess we'll close out. Looks like people are leaving. I'll go if y'all want to sit and talk in the back room a minute. I'll let all them slide out and everybody can regroup. Appreciate y'all coming. Y'all have a blessed day. Hey, Frog.